Today's security status is red. Please take appropriate precautions.
There's times you gotta accept it.
No reservations required.
Bonjour! If it isn't my favorite sous chef, have you come to cook? Aren't you just so helpful, Sharon? I was able to get the ingredients for the Just to remind you, we'll be getting tétos, venison, so. Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process. Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots, potatoes, and the pièce de résistance, the venison.
A bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
It's extremely rewarding, but boy, is it tiring.
Considering all the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely...
Where'd you go?
Dash of this, a sprinkle of that. Perfection. This is smelling delicious. Let's add more flavor with some salt and pepper now.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
Good evening. Our late night fare is still available.
Superbe!
Please.
My friends didn't want to join up with me.
Now that your stew is done, it is time to add your own special touch. A restorative element? How inspired! Delicious and useful. I am sure whoever you choose to give it to will be very appreciative. Here is your finished stew. Now, it is time to feed some of the hungry. I believe you can find the raider and settler representatives in the bar area. You must make a choice, since there is not enough to feed everyone, I'm afraid. I'll do my best to gather more ingredients so that we can cook again another time.
I could really use a drink, but Rutger wants us... Orlando is very charming.
Oh, hi. Hi.
To be honest,
You haven't seen, Mr. Handy causing havoc around here, have you? I was working on my side project, reprogramming the Mr. Handy to do makeovers, and it went a little awry. Mr. Makeover is running around the refuge, and I'm too afraid to find out if he's caused any damage.
folks don't join the responders for cabs.
You do that? Oh my gosh, thank you. It's Mr. Handy, so just look for a malfunctioning bot with lots of arms. I was testing Mr. Makeover's beard maintenance program when it sped off towards the rec room. Please find him and send him back here.
If you want something done right, you gotta make sure you don't get...
I heard there's a chess set around here, if you ever want to play.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few rats.
We still have people going hungry. Did you make any more of that stew? Huh, I never would have thought to add a stim pack to food before. Truly inspired.
There's a lot of supplies here. Ready for the picking.
If you need a bed for the night, I'm sure.
These responders must
Well, if it isn't one of our most dependable supporters. I hope you're here to keep up that record.
Wanton robot tried to give me a
Let me check my notes. Well, I'll tell you, we've had a heck of a run on raw cloth, and it's really drained our stock. If you could spare, say, 50 pieces, it'd be a huge help to us. That's okay. Who just carries that around in their pocket? I'll be here all day, though. If you want to come back, it'd really make my...
There's times I worry I'm not doing enough or that I'm not good enough. I just try to remember that I managed to get here in the first place. There I go, reassuring myself again.
If you ever find yourself in a bind, you can always call
Glad to
us.
see you've returned. Are you ready to donate? You do? Amazing. Thank you so much. This is going to be a big help. As usual, I got a gift for you too, by way of thanks. I'd love to see us keep up this tradition. Don't forget to check back with me some other time. I'm sure we'll need more help soon.
Practice my pitch. Been doing this all decade.
There must be some war books lying around the right.
You! Step right up, my friend.
I've got a special opportunity for you approved by management themselves. How would you like to go on a little vacation?
That's the spirit.
We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey. A haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid for the flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals.
Sounds like a deal, right? And now that's what I'm talking about. A little landowner you've agreed to help out, and I'm sure they get word back to the city leaders.
And hey, you come back and talk to me if you have any questions, all right? I'm your one-stop guide to the city. We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey. A haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunities. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid for the flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals.
It varies from person to person. I don't have all the details, but I know the Lombardi family If games was more your style, I'm sure.
Only got attacked by Scorched once.
Of course. Glad to help out.
One of the other initiates said I reek of desperation. I don't smell anything.
I wouldn't want to be a rocker. I don't want to see my person spread so thin.
Hope all the folks at the commune.
Sorry, I'm not much for conversation. Ellison talked my ear off.
The work I do is extremely rewarding. But boy, is it tiring.
Damn, that blood bug sting was nasty. Wonder what it was like pre-war when they were tiny.
Why, I feel so renewed. Perhaps I finally understand why humans obsess over their appearance.
Good day to you! So I've been watching that vertebrate like a hawk. Okay, maybe I got distracted for a
I could really use a drink. But Rucker wants us sober.
Sir?
What do you think of the decor?
Need anything? Safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven.
Oh, hey, it's you. Did you find Mr. Makeover? Oh, phew. What a silly little bot. I was so worried he was out there trying to make over a vertebrate or something. Thank you so much. It's not much, but you can have this as a small token of my gratitude.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work. Wonder what they're doing now.
Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
These robots sure make my job easier.
We could always use an extra hand around here.
time.
Just what I need. I'm sorry. I don't have time right now, Miss Carter.
Are we still looking for Governor Evans? Is it true that Holbrook is the acting governor?
No. The line of secession clearly states that the Speaker outranks the Majority Whip. Look, I don't have time for...
Is it true that a mob of zombies attacked the southwestern checkpoint?
What foolish... No. It was people affected by the radiation. There's a parcel of them over in the medical center. Poor souls.
Has there been any word from Washington yet, ma'am? Are we still at war? What about the mutations and the reports of the people seeing the Mothman?
Okay, that's enough. The Herald used to be an upstanding paper, and y'all are fixing to turn it into a rag. This is a closed session. Marshall, see that our friend finds her way out. Mothman. Really?
You heard her. Closed session. No reporters.
Oh, damn it. Fine, but there have been reports of people seeing the Mothman.
Uh-huh. Get out of here before I pull your press badge.
Okay. I'm going. You don't have to shove.
Got so hungry I once cooked up a buddy of mine. Don't judge, he was already dead. Don't tell anyone, but I think the food at Crater tasted like radioactive dog shit.
Raymond, I'll mail you a list of things I need tomorrow, but I wanted to tell you what I found firsthand. This is big. This is the real deal. I found a dead bear, shredded by something. I don't know. I met a woman in Beckley who said there is a pale monster up here. The beast, she said. Listen, this thing, if it is half as weird as it sounds, it could be a gold mine. Crazy Calvin would pay out the nose for it. Raymond, this is a game changer. We could finally buy the shop outright, or we could get a new truck, or hire some help. Okay, please bring those supplies to my old fishing camp near the pond north of Beckley. This is where I caught that two-headed fish, remember? There's probably a map to my hunting camp in my old truck by the shop. So drive down here and come look for my camp. Park near my car on the road. Okay. Oh, and, Raymond, I'm sorry I've been on the hunt for almost 2 weeks. I know it's taken longer than usual, but baby, I really think it'll be worth it this time.
forbidden delights. Come have it all right here.
Sorry, I'd better keep an eye on this.
Sorry, I can't talk.
Lady, wish I could stay awake.
Welcome. I apologize on behalf of my mother. We'll have enough trouble getting people in here without her immediately scaring them away. To be honest, this is more turnout than I expected. Which is welcome, of course. I mean, I just hope the rest of them are friendly. Anything to drink? Yeah, well, I've got more of them than I'd like. Sorry, it's not your job to hear me complain. It's your job to relax, have a drink, and enjoy the music. So, what can I help you with? Yeah, I really could. My mom thought we weren't going to have any trouble tonight, but the crowd I've seen so far, I have my doubts. Big ones. If you feel inclined, could you keep an eye out? Maybe, if it's necessary, handle a fight? But keep a low profile about it so Mom doesn't freak out. I'd really appreciate it. Really? You mean it? Go ahead and join the audience. If nothing happens, then, you can enjoy the show just like everyone else. I hope that's the case, but, you know, better safe than sorry. And thank you. I do really appreciate the help. Use my time wisely, please.
Hello, folks. Rowdy looking bunch out there. Well, as I say, there's no better cure for a long day than some snazzy tunes. Sit back and enjoy.
I can't listen to this baloney no more. Let's light this place up. God damn it! Everyone, see me give the goddamn signal. Keep holding the world, and then take a weak thing with you. The wrong way today. You'll pay for that. My patience is running thin, and it was already like paper. Heard it all.
Still got it.
What in God's name is happening?
They were simple instructions. How hard is it to follow simple instructions?
It's so cold. Vincenzo, why is my audience dead?
Why don't you ask this guy before he croaks?
I mean, really.
What does on my signal mean to you? Does
something
it
too?
mean whatever the hell you want? Didn't turn out well for them. What about me, huh? Condemned to death by the stupidity of others. It was simple. Wait for all the Russos to be in the room together. Shoot on my signal. Couldn't follow either one. Almost makes me happy to be put out of my freaking misery. Wouldn't you like to know?
Whoever it was, they're wasting their time sending you all this way.
Hey, I told them the same thing, lady. Starting to think they wanted to get rid of me, too.
Vincenzo, what did you do?
What? Really? You of all people are gonna point your finger at me?
Guess every one of you nutsos has a reason to be afraid of payback from Atlantic City. Sleep tight, Russos. I may not be the last to come for you.
Just nonsense is all it is. We can't let them scare us.
We don't know who they are to begin with.
Don't act like you're above all this. For all we know, someone at City Hall has it out for you.
I can't even begin to tell you how little you know about me and City... Shit, Abby, are you okay?
Get away from me. They know. I thought I covered my tracks. They're gonna come back. They're gonna...
What are you talking about?
She's got the shakes. Could be she's danced with the devil. You're my own mom. Don't talk to me like...
Crap. I think you're right.
Those who fancy themselves part of the Atlantic City high life have access to a special intoxicant. They drink the devil's blood. I should have paid more attention. Must be the stress of the move got to her.
You say that now. All of this was your idea. We're so busy dealing with your problems, there's no room for anyone else.
Is that really how you feel, Vincenzo?
Yes, it is 100% absolutely how I feel.
After everything I've done for us, everything I've sacrificed. Unbelievable.
Crap. I think I went too far. Sorry about all this. I was right to expect trouble, just not this much of it.
Where did I screw up?
I really appreciate that. Just... please go talk to my mother for me. It was a bad time to set her off. Right now, we just need to figure out how to help Abby. Thank you. I know you'll have better luck than I would.
They're gonna come for me. They're gonna come for me. Opening night is a failure. I offer drinks, games, music, more excitement and luxury than this dreary mountain range has ever seen, and what do I get? An audience full of hitmen, a strung-out daughter, and an unappreciative son! Just ridiculous! Nothing makes sense anymore! Of course he does. And I'd like one thing in the last 20 years of my life to count as a success! Is that so much to ask for? Fine. I'll come downstairs and help. The extra moment of peace isn't worth delaying the inevitable. But it's not like I'll be able to do anything anyway. Do me one favor first. Go upstairs and let my husband Antonio know what's happening. He may not understand, but he should at least be told.
I heard it's gonna... Well, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the Russo's Haven. How do you like the festivities? Blood of the devil? No, that doesn't sound like something anybody should be drinking. What should you do? About what exactly? I can't help you if you don't tell me what the problem is. Hitman? What hitman? Have you been watching too much television? My daughter. Oh, you know, I still remember catching little Abby with a pack of candy pilfered from the convenience store. So clever. And so stubborn. I never thought that she would, were we talking about somebody? Going already? But you just said hello. Had we met? Not met.
Must have left something. Where did I screw up?
You're back. Thanks for that. Look, I've done some thinking. Devil's blood is highly addictive, and withdrawal is dangerous. It could even be fatal. We're hundreds of miles away from anyone who knows what to do about this. Doctors here are only going to know about regular chems.
A doctor's not good enough anyway. We need the blood.
Correct. And the only way to get to Atlantic City in a timely fashion is a vertibird.
What was that?
Say, you don't happen to be on good terms with the refuge, do you? That's a boon we really need right now. I need to ask you something crazy. Because you don't really know us, and really, from what you've seen so far, have no reason to trust us. But my sister is in trouble, so I'm going to ask. Could you fly to Atlantic City and bring back a dose of Devil's Blood?
You make the second part of that sound like a simple ask.
I did say it was crazy. But please, and I really mean it, it'd be a bad idea for any of us to go back there right now. If newcomers like us could even negotiate a flight in the first place. You're not joking, right? Oh, you can pull this off. Abby needs you too. Please, just let us know as soon as possible if anything goes wrong. I'll do whatever I can for her in the meantime.
Must have left something.
I'm so
Where did I screw
sick
up?
of silence. Why don't you come entertain me?
robots everywhere, but all standard. What can I do for you? Or did you come to lend a hand? You mean to tell me these documents were just lying about in the wilds of Appalachia? If you find any more data like this, the Brotherhood can use it. Or at the very least, keep it safely filed away. There's another secure cache at Camp Venture you can use if you're on that side of the neighborhood. Otherwise, I will happily take this off your hands.
I wonder what stories are hiding in the mountains out here.
One day I'll make night. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
I wonder what legacy I'll leave to the scrolls.
You look a bit sickly. There's a cultist my mama told me.
I think we can make this place a home for a lot of people. Yourself?
As I've said, Mrs. Russo, the facilities are available to responders and refugees.
I am responding to a need to save an addict from the terrifying consequences of indulgence. I suppose your charity doesn't extend to dirty junkies. Is that it?
As it stands, I have no way to verify your story. Had you a prior relationship with us, or the victim was present for our medical staff to...
Prior?
I deeply apologize for the commotion, darling. We do strive to make every visit to the White Spring a pleasant one.
Finally, you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince this lunatic that my daughter is dying all by myself.
Do you know this woman? Ah, wonderful.
I believe an apology is in order.
Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum. We've heard the name. The stories place it as something rather more dangerous than your average chem.
The High is legendary, reserved for the upper crust of idiots who live in America's playground and still manage to get bored.
It is your daughter we're talking about helping, right?
Oh, give Abigail a break. The move has been stressful for her.
In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. He has a booth out in the common area, beside the stage. So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you'd like.
Incredible. Was that so difficult?
You're graciously welcome for the flight, Mrs. Russo.
Now I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to. Lennox shall be happy to board you once your preparations are complete. Excuse me.
It baffles me how you're able to deal with that person. I mean, where are they from? The 17th century? Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar until our departure. I'll need it to get me through that dreadful flight.
Excuse me! Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City and it's not safe there. There's a monster. I saw it. People keep going missing. That's why I left.
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey devil, are you? What a load of hogwash. My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work. And no Jersey devil has snatched me from my bed.
It's real, I swear! Loud tourists, low-tier entertainers, showgoers on their way home from the pier. The devil swoops down from the sky and swallows them whole.
The perfect cover story to disappear anyone inconvenient. That devil almost got me too! Oh, good thing I fled to the mountains!
Long ago, a woman known as Mother Leeds cursed her 13th child. When she gave birth to the child one stormy night in the Pine Barrens, it transformed into a winged devil and flew off into the night. It's been tormenting Jersey residents ever since. You did?
Oh, brother. Don't encourage these delusions.
We're lucky to be alive. It had so much evil intent. I still feel its effects. Don't you? At least I warned you. Better for my conscience. Keep your eyes on the skies. Be careful. You never know what's out
there. Jersey.
Take a deep